Wait for this ball to be thrown back in. So, low scorer early. So we'll wait for this ball to be thrown back in. So, midway through this opening term, on afl.com.au via the AFL app. Catch all the finals action there as well, as Husway breaks through and has a shot, and that is the first for the Pies.
They work it through the centre square. Husway caught in the tackle and caught cold. Good work from Mitch Hardy, who will take the ball here for Geelong, the mid-season draftee. Sends the Cats inside 50, kick towards Menegola, who was unchecked. Took the mark inside 50. Poor there from the Pies defenders, not having a look at Sam Menegola, and he can go back to answer back for the Cats.
First inside 50 for the quarter.
Tell you what, a goal from one inside 50 would be quite efficient, to say the least. Sam Menegola going back looking for his first Smithies VFL goal this season. Starts it right, it's coming back left. That's a lovely finish. Beautifully done, Sam Menegola, and that's what you come to expect from him. Geelong with a quick reply.
Here's Johnson, eludes a couple to Cox. Throws it on the boot, high ball inside 50. Kruger bounces off. Here's an opportunity for Wilson. And he brings it back nicely. And they work so well inside 50. They probably want a bit more reward for their effort. They've had that many opportunities down there.
He's called to play on. Finds an option short that he likes. And then it's Ben Lloyd, who goes quickly. Perhaps shouldn't have done. And it's been chopped off by another man who's been rather busy in Reith McInnes, who doesn't fancy the shot. So a better option short, Carmichael.
He's only gained about 10 metres there. Hasn't improved the angle all that much either. So say over to Josh and say, you handle this.
I mean, he started very, very well as Josh Carmichael. So if there's anyone you want to trust having a look at goal here, it may well be him. Though when you look at his goal kicking stats, maybe not. 15-20 for the season for the number 45 for Collingwood. Sends the kick on its way. And I tell you what, if he kicks as straight as that, you certainly can trust him. Straight over the goal umpire's hat. The goal umpire didn't have to move. Eventually they'll get a disposal. Kick was smothered, slammed forward. They're into the pocket again of the Pies. Chipping ball toward the top of the square. Big fly! Lovely take. And again it's Reith McInnes, who is capable of doing just what he's just done. Towards the outer side they go. Do the Cats. Chipping ball down the line came from Ben Lloyd. So they work it up towards half forward. They go inside 50 now.
Mark.
Decent ball. It was a very good take.
Wilson says, come to me. The kick is going to go up towards 50, and Caperon's going to come in and take a nice mark. The skipper of the Cats, Vander Hoovel, will need to just juggle this ball. Got plenty of time though. He'll work it to Sam Menegola. We'll see if they can come up this end.
So Menegola, interesting kick, making it look better with the wonderful mark for Geelong was Ted Clohesi. So work it up the wing. Phoenix Foster, one of the better names in the Smithies VFL competition. Wheels around on the right foot, sends it high up towards the hot spot. Big fly from the back. No mark as it trickles out the back. Could still be a chance though for Geelong. Waltzing in Oscar Riccardi, who will kick the goal for the Cats.
This ball's heading right towards the line. Nevitt's trying to keep it in desperately. Hardy is there. He's running out of room, but managed to find Clohesi, who just kicks in towards the middle of the ground. Foster put his hands up, couldn't complete the mark, but they're away. Rusco, handball across to Harrison. His kick long, deep inside the 50. McInnes, he needs some help. He's undermanned. Evers is there. He managed to get the handball away. Ball into the path of White. His kick not finding the target, and the Pies should make them pay. Carmichael off a step, finishes, and finishes nicely. You make a mistake inside Collingwood's 50, more often than not, you find that the goal is being scored.
Collingwood will get to the ball, handball inboard for Neville Jetta, who works it on over the top. They go inside 50 through hands, it's towards Harvey Harrison, couldn't quite take it with him. Geelong looking to repel inside defensive 50, they've lost it. Johnson couldn't quite find a teammate. Out of play it goes again.
So, opportunities both sides. The scoring has dried up again. We saw this at the opening stages, first quarter. Well, there was a little bit of a struggle before things started to open up slightly. It's a low scorer. The Cats are a low-scoring team this season. This ball was working into the path of Murley. Now Husway, can he get things going again for the Pies? You bet he can. The co-captain, the second on the board. Give himself a little bit more distance, and this time he'll go the other side of the goals. No one could take the mark out of that contest. Ball on the ground, and Lloyd's the one there trying to pick himself up. And is there going to be a free kick to the Pies? There is. One of those players, when you've got the alliteration, you mentioned both their names.
Well, Harvey Harrison with a H. Rolls off the tongue, that one, unlike Kruger and Kroger when they're both within 5 metres of the ball. Is that another 50?
No, it's a short kick.
Just short kick. I saw the whistle from the umpire. I saw a left arm movement and wondered whether he was beckoning a player forward, but they'll go with a snap around the corner instead. Oh, that's a finish and a half. The party tricks coming out from the Pies.
It's old mate Carmichael. They need a goal here pretty quickly, the Cats. They're thinking of going in board, siding against it. There was a short option, decides to go a bit further than that to Shellcraft. He looks up. Anand's the tall target. Inside 50 is the one that's leading. That's where that kick's heading. Gets his hands to it, but at the fall of the ball. Nice little undergrounder from Bianco. Jeddah works it to Lane. Dispossessed. Shellcraft. Mullen works it across Dempsey, who goes inboard. Ham. They should be able to work this out. Shellcraft again outside of the boots. Good finish. 14th goal for the season. And the first in the third for the Cats. And he'll go short. And across the ground. Wilson again as this ball. Here is Cox. Mason. Hands to it. Spews wrapped up in the tackle. And we'll have it tossed up.
It was always going to happen. I called Frankston for a year and called Mitch Cox a lot of times. I nearly did again. I need to stop. Take us out of here, Pete, please.
Okay, here's Mason Cox again. In case you're wondering, he's a tall one as McGuinness. Get that ball out. Now they've got time. Tadru just off a step. Had all the time in the world. Could go the trip. And he does. Just off a step.
Lucky Tadru. A Collingwood stalwart in every sense of the word. Played one game for Essendon back in 2015 at VFL level and has been at Collingwood ever since. Cox losing out on that occasion. Ball inside defensive 54 Geelong. They've turned it over. Here's Trent Bianco onto the right. It's coming back. Won't come back far enough to go through for a goal off the hands of Johnson. Can they work this out for a goal? Collingwood snap around the corner. And that's a quality finish from Tom Wilson. Time seemed to slow down around him. He took his time, sized up the goals and kicked it through the middle. And then from Brisbane down, all the way down to Southport, who don't think can make it. It's all Victorian clubs.
Yep, so ball cleared quickly here. Allen inside 50. Silver service for McInnes.
Some pre-season practice matches, but we've got some top-level footy back here for competition points, which is wonderful to see. Foster into the ruck, bit of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other in there. Nevitt with the clearing kick up towards Dempsey, worried out of it. As they work it forward again to Collingwood. Involved with the 1-2 there, Arlo Draper. But it's the Cats back with the ball. Nevitt looking for Chalcraft, who almost reeled it in with the 1 mitt. Got to the ball, found a teammate short. The kick will go long to the line.
Oh, that's superb.
And that's some finish.
Braden Ham.
And the former Bomber with a flying shot at goal, and he put it through.
An opportunity to come up against the likes of Collingwood and these standalones. Show what they can do. Draft time. It'll be here before we know it. I know we don't really want to talk about it too early, but it's going to come quickly. There's again the Pies. Speaking of quickly, here's Allen. He goes inside 50, a flat ball, Steen front position, roving beautifully. And here's another one for the Pies, Richards. So the Cats get one at one end, and about 30 seconds later, the Pies respond quickly.
Where's his mate that's been playing on him all day?
Getting floor. Kruger. Is he off the ground? Don't know. Anyway, Kroger, inside 50. Ball falls to the back. Bianco dragged out in the tackle. and going nowhere. The umpire will toss it up. That forward pocket, Sharon Stand into the ground. This famous ground, Victoria Park. Good to see that grandstand being preserved. Now Menegola will go across the face of goal. Bit of holding going on. Never really got a run at it, but he picked himself up and he has a shot and puts it through.
Down at Swinburne,
I just like the name.
So, we'll shout out the good work you're doing there as Anand in the ruck for Geelong. Begg sends it forward though for Collingwood. Kruger.
There he is.
There he is. He's not off the ground now.
Mason Cox into the pocket. Beautiful kick. Beautiful spots. Wilson now tight on the boundary line. Should just go back and have a shot here.
Who says big men can't kick? That was perfect from Mason Cox.
Yep, and just finding the space again, Tom Wilson. He's got 2 goals today. The 24 for the season. He's going to run around and give himself a bit more room as we head towards 3/4 time. So let's see what he can do here. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Have a look at that. Wilson with 3. And the Pies, well, putting up a bit of percentage now on the Cats as we head towards 3/4 time.
Just thrown back in from the right forward pocket. Cox won it down, took it out. Gave the handball short. Here's Carmichael, one way, then the other, then back from whence he came. Sets it up towards the hot spots. And an easy one there for Joe Richards to mark.
Kick is short. Tardrew read the play beautifully and now has got some space. Streaming towards inside 50. McInnes again. Lockie Tardrew, that is just experience there, reading the play. I'm sure there is an Elm Street somewhere around the greater Collingwood area. In he comes. Now it's stayed out to the left, but all the way to the line. It's going to be dribbled through for a goal. Looks like McInnes has kicked it. He gets the hug from Johnson. It went right to the line. And they have plenty of numbers, the Pies. 6 points, 1 straight kick, the difference. Williamstown leading Brisbane. They've gone 36 minutes in that final quarter.
Again, we'll have it thrown up again. Nevitt almost had it taken away from him by his own teammate in Hardy. Trying to get the ball out. Mitch Nevitt didn't have enough prior opportunity. And we'll get yet another stoppage.
Steen just trying to get that ball to ground. Just trying to clear the area. Allen. Ball out, it's been taken away. Here's Riccardi. He may as well just go himself in the end. He straightens up, and that kick is sensational. At the time, he's got his seconds. And, well, that just helps a little bit with the respectability. 110. Scoreboard on the other side of the ground is wrong, playing 53. That's Campbell Lane just doing some run-throughs along the boundary here. Rather lonely boundary. The crowd all in under the grandstand now as the kick goes long. Capper on. Good mark. Good down back today for the Cats. He's had a job to do. It is a very one-sided contest at the moment. And he's going to switch play. One side of the ground to the other. Oh, it went through the hands of Lloyd. Bianco mopped it up and kicked the goal. Another error, slippery footy. And this is now a procession for the Pies. And now, chance from just on the 50 or just outside. Kick going to get the trip. Nope, there's plenty of tall timber there, and Begg's going to keep the goal. Or is he? The goal umpire might have got one here. Let's have a discussion. Where's the footy going? We can't do a score review. As Begg kicked it straight into the umpire, the goal umpire, the unintentional, of course.
I was going to say, the goal umpire would know if that was the case.
Of course it's a goal.
Geelong, off hands. They make this work. There's Ashwin. Neville Jetta getting away from one tackle, getting the handball away. As Collingwood try and work it clear, they can't. Menegola out of nothing, the opportunistic look. And it's marked on the line. He won't now.
Definitely won't.
Definitely won't. Big win for the Pies here at their spiritual home. 74-point margin for the black and white, who have romped to a victory over Geelong.